The game of baseball is essentially a game of fundamentals. Every aspect of the game can be analyzed and taught. And in this series, you'll learn how to teach those fundamentals the Major League way.
When we're fielding a ground ball, coaches, you want to make sure that they feel as smoothly as possible.
Major League Baseball represents the very highest level of baseball skill and ability. But as our professional coaches will demonstrate, the basics of the game are the same at every level.
Basic fundamentals of blocking are very simple. What you want to teach your kids to do is get down on both knees.
Throwing as an outfielder, you'd like to hit the cutoff man right in the chest. Once you've done that, your job is done.
In addition to the fundamentals, you'll also learn simple and effective drills that are easy to master, as well as valuable insights into many of the game's finer points.
Your choice of where you're going to put the ball, whether to take the sign from the glove or behind you, is entirely up to you.
You really have to emphasize to the young player the fact that their hands need to work when they hit.
In the game of baseball, the teaching never stops, from youth leagues all the way to the major leagues.
I'd rather have you right here. You just sort of got to stiff that one a little bit. Boom.
Make sure that you don't get that bat back in here and tight. Just keep it out front the same way.
Play ball the Major League way. Infielding and outfielding. This section will cover the fundamentals of infielding with Los Angeles Dodgers coach Joe Vavra. In baseball, there are 4 infield positions, and each one has unique responsibilities. The 4 positions are first base, second base, shortstop, and third base.
Hi, I'm Joe Vavra, and now we're going to talk a little bit about fielding. We have 2 stances that we need to do prior to the pitch. It's a resting stance and then the ready stance. We start off with the resting stance, keep our knees shoulder width apart, our weight is balanced, we can have our hands on our knees, and we're just thinking about the situation. It's a time when we need to relax, thinking about what do I do if the ball's hitting my direction. Now, when the pitcher goes into his motion, starts to deliver the ball to the plate, we need to go into the ready stance. We do that by shifting our weight to the balls of our feet, our hands drop down out in front, and we watch the ball go into the hitting area. We keep our head up and we focus on that hitting area. Now, we have the quick feet because the weight is on our balls of our feet, and we can go in any direction as quickly as possible.
While in the resting stance, the fielder should be thinking about what he will do if the ball is hit in his direction. Once the pitcher begins his windup, the fielder shifts into the ready stance. He is ready to make a play. An infielder assumes the ready stance by shifting his weight onto the balls of his feet, lowering his hands in front of him, and keeping his head up. He is able to react quickly to a ball hit in any direction.
Now, there's several different routes that we need to take out of the ready stance. Number 1, for example, is coming straight in.
When a ground ball is hit directly at an infielder, he should still move toward the ball before fielding it. Watch how this shortstop handles a slow bouncer. He moves toward the ball with quick, compact steps, watches it enter his glove, and grips it firmly before throwing.
When we're fielding a ground ball, coaches, you want to make sure that they feel as smoothly as possible, that their head doesn't bounce up and down when they run, and when they go to catch the ground ball, they don't just go all of a sudden right down to the ground. So we do that is by explaining that it's just like an airplane landing and taking off. We approach the ground ball with our head level, and then we slowly descend into the fielding position. We watch the ball into the glove, and we come out of it slowly with our footwork. Again, the head does not go up and down. It comes nice and slowly. We land, and then we take off. Coaches, for the younger players, you may want to start them out with the one-knee technique. We simply go down on one knee, feel the ball in the center of our body, bring it in with our top hand, and then come up out of it with either the crossover or the shuffle. It's a beginning point for young fielders.
Beginning infielders should use the one-knee technique when fielding ground balls. It forces them to keep the glove low and enables them to block the ball if they fail to field it cleanly. If a ground ball is hit to the infielder's immediate left or right, he should use a simple shuffle step to get to the ball. This ground ball is hit to the second baseman's right. Notice how he shuffles his feet to get in front of the ball, places his glove on the ground, uses both hands, and watches the ball as it enters the glove. He then throws the ball to first base for the out. Ozzie Smith is one of baseball's best shortstops. Watch how he shuffles to his left and fields the ball smoothly, using both hands. He then grabs the ball firmly with his bare hand and makes a strong throw to first base.
Now, ball's hit a little bit further. The ones I have to get to as quickly as possible. I'm going to use a crossover step. Because I'm quicker, I can get to it quicker, I can head the ball off. Again, to my right. Crossover, stay low, catch the ball in the center of the body. Now to the left. Same thing. Crossover, get to the ball, absorb the ball. Catch it as smoothly as possible using soft hands.
When a ground ball is hit far to a fielder's left or right, the crossover step will enable him to reach the ball as quickly as possible. On this next example, notice how the shortstop's left leg crosses over as he pivots to the right. He then plants his feet, fields the ball with both hands, and makes a strong throw.
Now for the slow roller, we need to use the arc or the banana route. Crossover, make an arc towards the ball so you head it off so you get your full power of your body behind the throw.
When fielding a slow roller, the infielder should take a slightly curved path to the ball. The so-called banana route will place the fielder behind the ball as he fields it, and his momentum will carry him in the right direction to make the throw.
Now we're going to show you the proper technique of catching a fly ball or a pop-up in the infield. First of all, when the ball's hit, we go to the spot that we think the ball is going to land. We do not call the ball early. We wait till it gets to its apex or its peak, and then we call the ball. We call off every fielder around us using the voice as loudly as possible, saying, "I've got it, I've got it, I've got it." We use our arms and whatever motion it takes to keep that runner from interfering with us. The off fielder should not be a spectator. He should back up and tell the fielder where to throw the ball. Our footwork involved in catching a pop-up is very similar to fielding a ground ball. We use a diagonal or crossover or the drop step. We want to stay away from using a back pedal. Now, let me give you a couple examples of catching a pop-up. Out of the ready stance, the ball's hit to my right. I cross over, find the peak of the ball, say, "I've got it, I got it, I got it," wave everybody off, get underneath of it, balance stance, and see the ball in the glove using soft hands. Ball to my left, same thing. Out of the ready stance, I'm ready for a ball anywhere. The ball is hit in the air. I see it, I cross over, I get behind the ball, and squeeze it into the glove. Ball over my head, the drop step. See the ball hit, I drop back, get underneath of it, watch it into the glove. I got it, I got it, I got it!
On any infield pop-up, communication is vital.